Here we are, SPP Generations 2014 for the Yu-Gi-Oh! Finals. Here I have CJ right next to me, who's been watching over this match the whole time. And for the last...
The match has just started. I've been watching over for the entire 0 seconds.
No, but as in like the whole tournament in general.
Well, yes, I was
That's
kind
what
of
I'm
the
meaning.
one...
You're going saying, no, we haven't started the finals yet. Anyway, so we've got Nicole and even Steven in the finals. I haven't really watched any of the tournament. I've been concentrating on things like the Mario Kart 64 tournament and so forth. That was a very epic match. Anyway, pretty much I don't know jack squats. I'm going to commentate like it's a game of golf, while CJ over here is going to be actually speaking properly in the proper Yu-Gi-Oh language.
Alright, so for those of you who don't know how Yu-Gi-Oh works, Yu-Gi-Oh works with these two guys playing both monster cards, spell and trap cards in order to reduce their opponent's life points from 8,000 down to 0. They both start with 8,000 life points, as you can see maybe there. I'm not sure, I know that's where the thing is. I'm not trying to get that to record me. Anyway, they both start with 8,000 life points, they both shuffle each other's decks and then cut. And yes, so basically we're going to start out. Have you guys decided who's first and second yet? Oh, great sportsmanship there. So Steven is going to go first, and they're going to start off with 5 cards, and each turn they draw. And already we have a mix-up.
And here is what we call a complication.
At least you drew that in your first 5. That way you don't have to forfeit the duel.
They are about to start a duel, and they finally draw the 5 cards.
And okay, so this is Steven's first turn. He sets 1 card face down.
Brilliant face down.
One monster face down. And plays Burden of the Mighty. If you don't know what Burden of the Mighty does, that reduces his opponent's monster's attack points by the amount of stars times 100.
Such a beautiful card. Such a beautiful card.
Okay, and now so Nicole plays Tour Guide, which allows her to search for a level 3 fiend inside of her deck and bring it to the field.
Oh, that level 3 looks marvelous.
She brings out her Jin monster, which allows her to bring a ritual monster card to her hand. Ritual monster spell. Yes? Oh wait, no, never mind, I remember what it is. Never mind, I remember what it is. I'll explain when you actually do the move.
Here she is, beautifully shuffling her cards each time she's entered her turns. And now we've got Steven, who is sitting in wait.
Steven sits in wait as she activates... She possibly will activate Jin's effect.
Look at that beautiful thought process going.
Oh no, instead she goes for the overlay. Overlay is 2 monsters of the same level in order to make into an XYZ monster, just in case you don't know.
And she goes into a punt.
Leviathan Dragon. So, she just sends one of her XYZ material to the graveyard. So she activates the Blackluster, wait, not Blackluster Ritual, whatever that is.
No, not Blackluster. Blackluster is 9.5.
The other one. The one that allows her to play Relinquished.
And because I use Jin, you cannot special summon.
And that is what we call a
That also has 2,500 attack points, as it is not affected by the Burden of the Mighty, as it is a rank, not a level.
I think those are the rules of golf.
I think you're the rules of golf. Can't special summon.
And here we have a bogey. As now Nicole carefully lies in wait.
Carefully deciding what she's going to do next.
Look at that thought process going. I think it's marvelous.
Relinquish switches into attack position.
That is a nice draw. I know about you, but that's an awesome looking card. Oh.
Threatening Roar can be chained onto your Royal Decree. So, Stevie just played a great move there, chaining his Threatening Roar onto Royal Decree before he was allowed to stop playing traps, which meant she couldn't attack for the rest of the turn.
Oh, really now? Is that how it goes in Yu-Gi-Oh?
Yes. As Volcanic Queen, he takes damage each standby phase. During your end phase. Man.
They are both on 8,000 life points a lot. It is a beautiful tie, so far.
Now I know a great move that Stephen could do here, but
Don't say anything.
but I'm not allowed to help him.
It is a government cover-up of what he's saying. Don't listen.
See, so Volcanic Queen is a card that allows you to to tribute summon to the other tribute summon to your opponent's side of the field using one of their monsters. So Nicole is, so they both take 1,300 damage. So they've both. Hang on. Did
So
you
now,
take more damage?
now Stephen and Nicole both have 6,700.
Another 25.
Unless otherwise, someone loses life points.
13.
I would not know,
And then 25.
because I know jack shit about Yu-Gi-Oh!
I've already taken it. Why do you take 25 off me?
I've got them the other way round, okay? Yep, I will fix that right now. Let's just swap that. So now, towards the end of the turn, we switch over to Nicole's turn.
Look at all these cards on the battlefield. Doesn't it look marvelous to watch them? Even though you know jack shit about these cards. I know jack crap about Yu-Gi-Oh! And as I'm saying, I am speaking like I'm watching a game of golf. As you can hear, CJ is rambling on about rules about Yu-Gi-Oh! That I do not know of. It's like I'm hearing another language.
So now that Leviathan has 3,000 attack points, due to having no XYZ material, can no longer attack Stephen directly. Take 17. So now we have a very close duel halfway through. Nicole is on 4,200 life points and Stephen is on 4,000. Stephen draws for his turn and plays. It's removed from play. Now, as the rules state, when someone has to shuffle their deck, they do have to offer their opponent to cut the deck, just to make sure there is no stacking involved. So he takes 11. She takes 1,100 damage. She is now on 3,100.
And that is what we call a double bogey.
That is not what we call a double bogey. This is not golf.
I'm sorry, but this seems like a game of golf because it's such a peaceful game.
So they are both on 3,100 now. It's a very even duel right now, and it's going much quicker than normally. However, it is true that because of royal decree, we do not have any traps being played here.
I get a ritual monster from my deck and a ritual spell from the grave.
So Nicole is bringing the relinquished from her deck, and the I believe is it Thousand Eyes ritual? No, for your Black Illusion ritual.
What's the music was still legal?
An equipped spell. Does it become an equipped spell on your side or on her side?
And as you just heard, I am very sweaty because I'm very hot. And so is CJ.
How about we stop with the innuendos and we actually get onto the dueling? So as we can tell now, due to Shocktopus, Leviathan can no longer attack. However, it can't attack directly either. Stephen has 5 spell and trap cards, which means he's no longer able to play anymore until he gets rid of one. Nicole plays a Pot of the Duality, allowing her to look at the top 3 cards of her deck and then pick one and then shuffle the other 2 into her deck. Yes, she is not allowed to special summon for the rest of this turn. However, and the Sonic Bird is being played, which allows her to search for a ritual. So as you can see, we're seeing 2 very different decks here. A ritual XYZ deck versus apparently a structure deck. But I still think it's a very good structure deck, obviously, to get to the finals. And just to remember that both of these guys, when it's summoned, now that the Relinquish is gone from the field, we are also able to see some special summons by... It counts as a flip. It counts as a flip, does not count as a flip summon. It wasn't flip summon, no. Flip summon, it has to go into attack position. That's just a flip face up, into face up defense position. So we're in a very heated duel and we're stalemated at 3100 and Danyan just doesn't seem to give a shit about this duel. Danyan just seems to be off in his own world of pornography and Digimon. Sorry? 14.
Just for you guys out there, just so you know, I don't watch Digimon.
1700 life
But here's a message to Jordan.
1700 life points left on Steven and 31 still with Nicole.
Here is a message to Jordan. I am sweating for you.
You know Jordan's not going to be watching this.
I think he might.
I think he won't. I think he'll be too busy like fapping and other stuff.
He'll be fapping over me.
He'll be fapping to this.
Probably. But still, I am sweating for you, Jordan. Very sweaty. Because I know you like it when I sweat.
Okay, so we now have Nicole on 1300 life points and Steven on 17. It's a very close duel right now.
So close.
However, also I would like to point out that if Steven does win this match, she does have a redemption, so he does have to beat her twice. It is a match, so once you beat, if you beat her in this match, I'm saying. So you take 500 damage. It's getting very close now, 1200 to 13.
So close, but no cigar.
And Steven forfeits the first duel, so only one more duel and Nicole has won this Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournament. So we now reset, and Steven will get the choice of going first or second once again. He forfeited because he obviously had nothing to play, and she... Did you have anything on your face?
Yeah.